Grand Theft Auto 5 was officially released 5.5 years ago. One of the most successful games of all time, and the most successful game in the GTA franchise. And it was released only 5 years after the previous game GTA 4, which was released only 4 years after GTA San Andreas, which was released only 3 years after GTA 3, and so on and so forth. But now, 5.5 years after GTA 5, we ask the question, where is GTA 6? The GTA franchise has been around for over 21 years now, and over that time, over 19 games have been produced, which is an average of almost one every single year. But since September of 2013, there has been no new games released in the entire franchise, aside from GTA 5 Online, which obviously isn't a game on its own, so we're gonna say that that doesn't count. What could be delaying this amazing franchise from releasing yet another episode of its game? Could it be a possible extremely big project currently in the making, or is there simply nothing on the horizon? In this video, that's exactly what we're going to be talking about. So if you're interested in all things GTA and the possible next installment of GTA's biggest game to come, then stay tuned for this, because I have all the answers that you will ever need. Now first, let's get into the reason why this is even a question to begin with. As I said earlier, GTA has been around for over 20 years, and within that time, 19 games have been released. On average, a new GTA game is released 1 year after the time it took to release the last game, which means at this point in time, we should have actually had another GTA game by now, if not at least had a lot of information about it. But there is simply nothing. 5.5 years after the release of GTA 5, not even a trailer, nor even a single announcement, not even a single leak of information regarding the next game. So what exactly is going on here? I guess it's also a natural question to ask as well, since us as players and normal people in general get bored of things and then thus demand new content. But when new content doesn't arrive, we just stick with what we already have and forget all about it. But the mystery is still there. In the history of releasing of GTA games, we know of one thing. The sequence of events that leads to the release of a game are two things: the announcement and then the trailer. All major titles of GTA before they were released, prior to years of their release, have been announced by Rockstar Games. GTA 5, for example, was originally announced in October of 2011, which was a full 2 years before its release date. But even before then, there were many leaks of information regarding GTA 5, and then later on released the very first trailer for the game. And now, fast forward over 7.5 years later, GTA 6? Nope. Absolutely no sign of the game's development. So we can almost guarantee 100% that at this point in time, we will have to wait at least 2 years before we see the next GTA title. Which means the very soonest that we will ever see GTA 6 as of right now is 2021. Almost 8 years after the previous one. This is of course assuming that the trailer is released tomorrow, which it obviously won't be. And I'm willing to put money on the fact that we will have literally no information about this game for the next year, meaning that it's highly unlikely for any announcement or trailer to be released until 2020. And as far away as that seems, unfortunately, this is the best case scenario. A more realistic scenario is us having to wait another 3+ years for a trailer for the next GTA game to come out. And this is for one specific reason. The company that manufactures GTA, known as Rockstar Games, believe it or not, has other gaming franchises, some of which being extremely popular as well. Not limited to Red Dead Redemption, Bully, Max Payne, and a whole lot of other smaller series. Not to mention the already thriving GTA 5 online community. There's no doubt that Rockstar Games still profits billions of dollars from their latest GTA game. So therefore, it's not like there's an actual monetary incentive to release a new one. And also along with the subsequent fact of the next Bully game being released, which is estimated to be more likely than the next GTA game, we may see ourselves waiting a very long time for the potential of GTA 6 existing. Also, not to mention the absence of GTA 4 being released on mobile platforms after its 10-year anniversary, considering that that's usually what happens to all GTA games after they turn 10 years old. GTA 4 is obviously nowhere near optimized enough to work on current mobile platforms, so therefore it's highly unlikely that we will ever see it in any future time being in the App Store or Google Play Store. So with that in mind, we can come to the conclusion that Rockstar Games is definitely not on a strict schedule, at least not when it comes to keeping up their past tendencies. So with all that being said, the most realistic date that I will predict GTA 6 to be released on is 2023. Unfortunately, yes, we will have to wait most likely another 4 or more years before we play GTA 6. Which also means we will probably not see any announcement or official trailer released within the next year, but hopefully within the next 2 years. So yeah, now we're all extremely depressed that we're gonna have to wait that long. But to cheer you up, let's go into some of the details that we actually do know about what the game's going to be about. Now you may be saying,
wait, I thought you said that we didn't know anything about the game.
well, we kinda don't, actually. Yeah, I lied a little bit. But we definitely have rumors. And rumors tend to have some bit of legitimacy behind them. Now, rumors of this game go anywhere from where it actually takes place, to the main character, to the actual plot of the story itself. But in general, I'm gonna go into the most realistic theory about GTA 6. Now the first thing is, it won't be named GTA 6. Yep, that's correct. Why, you may ask? Well, I'm not saying that the game inherently won't have the term GTA 6 in it. The chances are likely that when Rockstar actually gets around to releasing the game, they'll pull a wild card on the actual name of the title itself. A more realistic comparison to what the game will most likely be like is GTA San Andreas, a type of GTA game that takes place over a long story in across multiple different places, that may perhaps include multiple different characters just like GTA 5 did, except the game will give you the option to play the story through the perception of whatever character you want. The chances of it taking place in one single city or large metropolitan area is very unlikely, considering that it's quite obvious that Rockstar was trying to move away from that concept in the latest GTA game, expanding the map into stuff far more than just one single city, and into farmlands and deserts and so on and so forth, along with the multiple main protagonists specializing in different areas across the map. So since that was the case with GTA 5, we can only imagine that this would be expanded upon in GTA 6. The chances are overwhelming that GTA 6's map will feature multiple cities, or at the very least one main big city with multiple different areas outside of it that you could explore, and could quite possibly include multiple characters that you could play in different areas of the map, which could have their own separate story and plot to them. Now, as unlikely as it is that the game will take place in one single city, if by mere chance it does, the most likely city that it will take place in is Vice City. There's no doubt that Rockstar Games would want to remaster their iconic city that they haven't touched for over 12 years. But like I said, it's more likely that there's going to be multiple cities and different areas to go exploring. Now, before you get all excited, let's not get too carried away here. Some people may predict that the map is going to be monumentally large, as in the size of the United States of America. Maybe a full-out recreation of every single thing in the United States of America. And as dope as this idea sounds, it's completely and utterly unrealistic. Even a majorly scaled-down version of the United States would be a crazy large map, to the point where, if the game had similar graphics and detail as GTA 5, we could expect the game to be in upwards of 1 terabyte in size. And let me tell you, I'm definitely not going to download a 1 terabyte game, I don't care how good it is. And considering that this is definitely going to be released in the 2020s, we could assume that the graphics and details are going to be significantly higher than GTA 5, which means there's probably an upper size limit that I could predict the map to be. As for the sheer size, I do definitely believe it will be bigger than GTA 5, however, a recreation of the entire United States is almost impossible. We've seen other games attempt to do this, such as The Crew, in recreating the entire country. However, there is a catch. It is terribly out of detail and unbelievably lacking in quality. If it wasn't, the game would simply be too massive to handle by any computer or console. So unfortunately, that theory is completely knocked out. Another theory is that the main protagonist will be a female. In my opinion, I don't personally see this as being a possibility. However, I wouldn't be surprised. However, it's far more likely that multiple main characters will be the case, but it is definitely a 100% fact that we most likely won't be able to get our hands on it for the next half a decade. Leave your comments on what you think the GTA game next is going to look like and what it's going to be about. And as a bonus, if you're able to count accurately how many times I said the word GTA, including this time right here, I will be subscribing to a few commenters that are able to say that in the comments below as well. And with that being said, thanks for watching, and hopefully the next game in this franchise will be well worth the wait.